How often have you made a decision that you knew was right, but have felt surprisingly uncomfortable or even regretful afterwards? I know I have. But when did you do it? Was it relating to a relationship, your career, friendships, family? Welcome back to Master Your Mindset, Master Your Life. I'm Sanj and I'm thrilled to have you join me for another episode where we dig deep into the power of mindset and explore the habits that help us live a truly fulfilling life. And today's topic is a good one and a bit counterintuitive. I'm going to be talking about why good decisions may actually make you feel bad and what that means for your journey to success, happiness, and growth. Here's a quote from Jim Rohn. You cannot make progress without making decisions. But here's a twist. Not every good decision is going to make you feel great in the moment. How many times has it happened to you? When you know you've made the right choice, you feel really good before making that decision, before you've actually said it out loud, before you've shared it with other people. But the moment that you actually put that into place, the moment you take action on it, that's the moment everything changes. That's the moment you feel uncomfortable. That's the moment you start second guessing yourself. That's the moment you actually feel regret. Today, I'm going to be breaking down why this happens and why it's actually a good thing and how you can actually start feeling better about your decisions, especially those ones that help you grow, even if they don't give you that instant feel-good vibes. Where have you made that decision before in your life? I've been coaching a lot of guys recently who have said that they made decisions when it comes to their relationship that although they know it's been good for them, they haven't felt good about making that decision. In the long term, they know they're going to come out better. In the long term, they know that it's the right decision to make. But in the moment, there's regret, there's sadness, there's hate. But that's in the moment. Then as they start to take a step back, as things move on, they start to see that light come back again. They start to see how it's actually going to benefit them. But the problem is we always think that good decisions should always feel good. We assume that if we're making a good decision, we should immediately feel good about it, right? Just like in the movies, you make a good decision, the sky opens up, the sun comes out. It seems natural. We're told that doing the right thing should make us happy and relieved. So then what goes on when we make a decision that is good for us, but still feels uncomfortable? It can be confusing. It can throw us off our game. It can actually just cause us to second guess ourselves. And part of this misconception actually comes from how our brains are wired. Our brains are wired for comfort and safety, not growth. And so this is the first thing. When we make decisions that take us out of our comfort zones, it's actually natural for our brains to send us signals of discomfort, of resistance. Because when we're making those decisions that we know mentally and we know in our hearts are good for us, but we're going to be doing something that we've never done before. We're going to be doing something that we're not comfortable with. We're going to be doing something that actually changes our circumstances. 95% of your behavior is driven by your subconscious mind. And that's the part that loves routines and hates change. So when you make a choice that shakes things up, even if it's good for you, no matter how good it is for you, your subconscious mind is going crazy. It's rebelling against that decision. It's trying to make you think that you're wrong. It's not the decision is wrong. It's not that the decision is wrong. It's just that your brain is just too cozy in the familiar that has been surrounding it for the last however long. Your brain is comfortable with what you've got at the moment. It doesn't want to see you change. It doesn't want to see things moving about. It wants things to stay exactly as they are. And that's where you start to feel bad after you've made a good decision. because it's that change. Your mind does not want to see it. But when you do make that decision, when you do feel bad, it can actually show you that discomfort is actually a sign that you're growing. That discomfort is actually the thing that you're waiting for. That's the thing that shows you that you've been pushed out of your comfort zone. So when you step out of your comfort zone, your mind perceives it as a risk, as a threat. Even logically, when you know it's a right call, your mind is perceiving it as something different, something that could cause harm to you. So it's going to do everything in its power to actually keep you where you were. So growth and change actually triggers feelings of loss, feelings of fear, feelings of uncertainty, because you're moving away from what's familiar. And inside, it can feel a little bit like grieving. You're losing who you were to become a better version of yourself. You're wanting better, you're thinking better, you're being better. Think about a time when you decided to, say, leave a toxic relationship, to switch jobs, to change maybe when you change your mind about something, maybe you did something a bit out of the ordinary. You decided to run a marathon or something. Even if you were excited about the decision, it probably came with a feeling of loss, a feeling of uncertainty, because you were letting go of the familiarity of that relationship, the familiarity of that job, the familiarity of your sofa when you're going out running. Every good decision has a trade-off, and this is called opportunity cost. It means that you're choosing one path means letting go of another, and it can leave you with that what if feeling, that what if that can nag you, that can just sit there on your shoulder, speaking in your ear, saying, well, what if I did this instead? But in reality, feeling uncomfortable about leaving one option behind doesn't mean that you've made the wrong choice. There's no guarantees that you would feel better choosing the second path that you didn't take initially. In fact, if your decision doesn't push you out of your comfort zone or cause you a little bit of discomfort, you're actually probably not even challenging yourself. Think about it. If you're not feeling uncomfortable, you're doing things that you know you can do. You're doing things that are within your remit. You're not actually pushing yourself any harder. Growth happens at the edge of your comfort zone, not within it. So that uneasiness, that's the sign you're looking for. That's the sign you're on the right track. That's a sign you're improving, you're growing, you're becoming the best version of yourself. And when you're in the moment, it can actually feel really bad. And you're sat there thinking like, actually, did I make the right choice? But you know that actually an easy life right now is not the way forward. An easy life now means that you're actually going to struggle in the future. If you sit there on the couch every day, on the sofa, sitting there eating junk food, watching Netflix, not doing anything, in 10 years, think where that's going to get you. No way. You're still going to be sitting on the sofa. You're still going to be eating junk food, doing nothing. But imagine if you go for, say, a 30-minute run and you read a book. Imagine what that will compound with over 10 years. Your health will be a lot better. Your mind will be in a better place. If you did that every single day or 4 or 5 times a week, imagine what difference that would make in your life rather than sitting there just eating crap while you're sitting watching Netflix. And I know it can be, the hard thing is it's difficult to make good decisions because they make us feel uncomfortable. It is difficult to choose to go for a run when it's cold outside. It's difficult to choose to actually eat healthy when there's a nice pizza in front of you. But again, this goes back to the previous episode about whether you're interested in getting into shape or whether you're committed to getting into shape. So here are 5 ways you can start feeling better about your decisions, even when they don't give you that instant boost of joy. The first thing is remind yourself of the long-term benefits. When you want to feel better about your decisions, focus on the long-term benefits. Good decisions don't have immediate rewards. In fact, they may actually have some negative, or not rewards, they may have negative impacts. First of all, they're investments into your future. For example, as I said, sticking to a fitness routine or saving money for a goal. It may not feel amazing now, but you're setting yourself up for something great later on. When you focus on long-term rewards, you actually end up having higher rates of life satisfaction, because reminding yourself of the bigger picture can actually help you keep those negative feelings at bay. Second thing is practice self-compassion. When you practice self-compassion, it's a game changer. It is easy to beat yourself up for feeling bad about a good decision, but when you have self-compassion, it helps you accept that feeling uncomfortable doesn't make you wrong. It doesn't make you weak. You're human, and humans are designed to feel a range of emotions. So when you practice self-compassion, you have less stress. You're more likely to stick with your goals. So cut yourself some slack and acknowledge that it's okay for you to feel uneasy, for you to feel sad, for you to feel regret while you adjust to this new reality. Third thing is find support and share your goals. When you find support from others who understand the value of your goals, when you're sharing your decisions with a friend, a family member, or a support group, it can make all the difference. They can remind you why you made the decision in the first place and help you to stay strong when you're not feeling it. Support and accountability can be powerful motivators. The fourth one is celebrate your small wins. When you celebrate your small wins, feeling bad about your decision because you're only focused on the end goal, that could be far away, that could be ages away, that could be years, if not decades. Break down your journey into smaller steps and celebrate each one. When you celebrate your small wins, you're more likely to reach your long-term goal. So reward yourself for those small steps. Reward yourself for those short-term targets. It'll make your journey feel more enjoyable and keep you motivated. Now, this is the last and I think the biggest one. Reframe that discomfort as progress. When you start to reframe discomfort as progress, when you feel uneasy about making a good decision, remind yourself that this feeling is a proof that you're pushing your boundaries and growing. Instead of seeing that discomfort as a negative, see it as a sign that you're getting closer to the person you want to be. It's like when you go to the gym, the soreness after a workout doesn't mean you're failing. It's proof that you're making progress. And in the same way, the discomfort from a decision shows that you're growing. So just because a decision feels uncomfortable, it doesn't mean it's the wrong one. In fact, that discomfort is often a sign that you're challenging yourself, you're growing and making choices that align with the best future self. Feeling a bit uneasy is normal when you're stepping into new territory. And that's where the magic happens. That was where everything can change. So as you go about your week, ask yourself, what's one good decision I've made recently that's made you uncomfortable? How can you embrace that discomfort as a sign that you're on the right path? Remember, growth isn't always comfortable, but it is always worth it. Thank you for tuning in to Master Your Mindset, Master Your Life. If you enjoyed today's episode, please consider sharing it with someone who may need this little reminder. And don't forget to subscribe, rate and review, please, so you never miss an episode. Thank you for joining me, and until next time, keep making those bold choices, embrace the discomfort and watch your life transform.